What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Attack on, I guess, the NFC East, as we have our NFC East round table. You guys know these fellas a little bit by now, but I'm going to make sure I hammer their names into your souls. We got Joe de Blasio. That's my favorite name to say on this mug. From the New York Giants. We got the Ignorant Thinkers podcast from the Philadelphia Eagles. And we got my boy, AJ Russ, a.k.a. Swaggy Russ.
Yes, sir.
From the Dallas Cowboys, along with, obviously, Attack on Cowboys from the Cowboys as well. And we have nobody representing the Commanders, man. They ain't got no news anyway, so I guess it really don't even matter, does it?
I mean, we trying to get Commander fans, but, I messaged a couple of them. They ain't hit me back.
He said I messaged a couple of them. They hit me back.
Yeah.
Man, the boys don't. They know they ain't got nothing to talk about right now. They like, we ain't really got nothing to really stand on. But Ignorant, you know who does have something to talk about? Eagles fans. Y'all got a lot to talk about right now. And Howie Roseman is up to his usual tricks. We have the NFL owners meeting that just passed yesterday, I think. And we saw Howie Roseman talking to people such as Andrew Berry, the GM for the Cleveland Browns, and he gave us some comments about A.J. Brown and essentially stonewalled everybody when they asked about whether or not A.J. would be traded. He essentially gave them the same answer. A.J. Brown is an Eagle, right? Ignorant.
I don't believe that.
I was about to say, as an Eagles fan that's tapped in as much as I know you are you buying what Howie is selling y'all? Because I don't know if I am, brother.
No, I think he's letting everybody know yesterday's price
is not today's price.
That's what he's letting everybody know.
Interesting.
If you come in with a BS price, then he'll stay an Eagle.
And then you think that's because of what, maybe the Jerry Jeudy trade?
No. I think it's.
I said Jerry Jeudy. Maybe the Jalen Waddle trade. My bad.
Yeah, well, that's because of that, most definitely. But I think one of the other things is basically because we're trying to get a big bang for our buck. We ain't trying to go out just little by little and just get nothing. Mm-hmm. And we're willing to take the cap hit, whether he plays or not.
So you don't think AJ getting traded anymore, or you do?
I think he's getting traded. I just don't think it's going to be for no regular. I think you're going to have to take that contract with the trade or one or the other. You're not just getting A.J. Brown for a first and a third. Like, you're going to have to give him something else.
A first and a third?
Yeah.
Well, you smoking on hibiscus leaves. I don't think anybody was trying to give them a first and nothing. I think that's the problem, because they couldn't get a first. Exactly. But I think that Sean Payton, he kind of flubbed the market up a little bit with that. We did talk about that on that show. I think he flubbed it up a little bit because no way I'm giving up a first for Jalen Waddle. Cowboys only gave up, a third for GP?
But y'all got a disgruntled GP who needed to leave Pittsburgh.
And you got a Jalen Waddle that's been waddling around in cocaine in Miami for a year.
Again, yesterday's price, it's not today's price.
Y'all ain't going to get no price then. Y'all just going to have mad-ass AJ over there reading Moby Dick on the sidelines.
Well, you see
mad at Jalen Hurts as he can't hit none of all them damn targets y'all got over there. Y'all got Hollywood, AJ, and Devontae. AJ really about to be disgruntled.
Well, you see they went and got his emotional support for him, so.
Elijah Moore.
I don't know if he gonna be able to. I don't know if he gonna be enough of a buffer between AJ and Nick Sirianni.
I don't care if he is or if he ain't.
He's don't care if he is, he ain't. So do y'all think that with Howie talking to the Browns, is anything in your spirit like is Howie trying to get Myles?
Yeah, it's in the spirit.
It's in your spirit. It's itching your spirit.
It's in my spirit.
Man, Myles is a Dallas Cowboy fan, man. Myles is a Dallas Cowboy fan. He got a no trade clause. No way he going to no damn trash pigeons. Cut it out.
I think you're right there.
Watch what you say.
What'd you say, Joe?
I'm just gonna say, I think you're right there. Like that, bro. The Eagles, man, with Howard, we're never gonna get anything like straight up, like. Right. But with the Garrett thing for sure, like. There's no way he ends up an Eagle. There's no shot, bro.
No shot, bro.
Remember the video he made before he got drafted?
Mr. Jones, please come and get me. Dak Prescott is leading our team. Trade up with the Browns. Come Get me. I'm begging you, Mr. Jones. Please. No way, bro. No way. No way.
He didn't do it.
No way. That's because, they
wouldn't have done that anyway.
Yeah, he wasn't going to do that anyway. I don't think Jared was in that mode. Jared, he ain't see the white light just yet. I think Jared has seen the white light a couple of times since then, and now he got more of a sense of urgency. So I don't think he would have swung for the fences like that at all. But I don't know, man. I think Myles is going to stay a Brown. I think it's fun to talk about it. I mean, I think it's fun to kind of, theory craft and talk about his fans. But the way things are going, I think teams have gotten to a point to where they're like, okay, first of all, we don't like paying guys a certain amount. Now we have started to see them talk about implementing a position-based salary cap or a cap on position pay. And they're talking about starting with the quarterbacks, right? So obviously NFL teams are getting to a point where they're like, man, we're not really sure about investing all this damn money in these dudes taking up 20, 30% of our salary cap. Because I don't think there's many teams that feel like they got their return on investment from that at all. If you could just look at the biggest contracts that's been made recently, the Raiders with Max Crosby, I mean, they were poo cheese. Micah and the Green Bay Packers, they literally accomplished the exact same thing they did the year before they got him.
And the year before that.
And the year before that. I mean, so you look at these guys as making the most. Myles Garrett, the Browns ain't been relevant. I think these teams are to a point where like, you know what? We would rather pay a young dude. We would rather pay a young dude, go get some mid-tier guys, build this thing like the Seattle Seahawks, build this thing like the New England Patriots. They don't have these premier, super high-paid stars on their defenses, bro. They got a bunch of guys who are very good at what they do that's getting paid a modest amount of money. That's what they got.
Yeah, to me, it's unjustifiable to be paying a pass rusher almost $50 million. Like, that's just too much per year.
It ain't unjustifiable. It is what it is. If you want them that bad, you're going to overpay for them. But when you overpay for something that's mediocre, that's just on you, don't start to get mad and say it needs to be a cap on things. No, maybe you need to stop being so greedy.
Yeah, I just think teams have kind of fallen in love with the highlight. They kind of fell into that NBA phase where it's like, okay, we're looking at the highlights. We're all about the highlight reels, the dunks, the threes, the crossovers. And so pass rushers, quarterbacks, receivers, it's easy to fall in love with these guys, right? It's flawed, though, because I keep saying this. You look at the teams that win Super Bowls, they do not have high-octane pass rushers, bro, on the edge. They might have it in the interior of their line, but they do not have it on the edge. I think that is a misnomer in how teams are going about building their teams, and they fell in love with the pass rusher, and a lot of people have started to actually kind of realize that a little bit, and that's why you just start to see dudes be like, yeah, you know what, Trey? Hell no. I'm going to give you 30 at max, buddy. That's why you start to see teams like, no, we're not doing this anymore. Because it don't work, bro. The Broncos, the only team in recent memory where that's worked with Von Miller. And even then, he had a hell of a defensive backfield behind him, too.
Well, I think he was still on the rookie deal.
Yeah.
So he hadn't even been paid yet.
That's the thing, too, with, like, the Browns.
Oh, no. We lying. Oh, no, you said edge. My bad, you said edge.
Yeah,
edge. It was AD. I was going to say
no,
AD.
Aaron Donald. I hate why people. Aaron Donald is a defensive tackle, man.
Right, that's why I said you said edge. I left it alone.
People keep, every time I say this, people like, Aaron Donald. I'm like, man, this dude, yeah, he got a lot of sacks. He was a defensive tackle. That's why people looked at him as one of the greatest ever, because this dude is playing nose or playing the 3 or 1 or whatever and doing what he's doing. That's why people look at Aaron Donald the way he is. What you about to say, though, Joe?
No, yeah, I was just going to kind of agree with AJ. Like, you can't justify paying an edge $50 million. But if you're a team like the Browns, the problem is, like, maybe some teams can afford that. But a team like the Browns shouldn't be paying anyone $50 million outside a quarterback, and they don't have one yet. Well, they don't. We don't think they have one yet anyway, I should say. So they put themselves in a bad situation, because then if they do have to trade Garrett, they don't really have leverage there over any team. And with the no trade clause, it just ends up ruining them. So it's a tough spot.
That's why
his value is at the highest right now, too. So
yeah, go ahead, Rose. Yeah, I mean,
I was just saying his value is highest.
It is. He just came off of breaking the NFL record for sacks. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, he has nothing left to accomplish with the Browns. You've broken records, franchise records, NFL records. You're not winning a Super Bowl there. You know what I'm saying? So Browns, my train of thought with the trade thing is like, okay, let's help Myles solidify his career, cement his career, whatever. Give him a chance to go compete for a championship. He could come back that last season for a week or so and retire a Brown. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's how these dudes do it, bro. That's how these dudes do it. Now, with his contract, with the fact that they can't pass that rule of being able to trade out first round picks 5 years out instead of just 3, they ain't gonna pass that rule. I think the Browns are like, all right, we just gotta work with what we got. Either way, enough of the trash pigeons, man. Let's go. Oh, my bad, the Eagles. My bad, man. I was supposed to be being civil. My bad. The Eagles. OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. is on the return or trying to. And after his latest appearance at a flag football showcase, teams apparently are interested. And Joe, I want to hear from you because I know you've been tapped in with this. Your coach has even been asked a question about him. He gave some answers. Let's talk about the OBJ thing. What do you know? What's being discussed in New York land? And how you feel?
It's a vague possibility every year. Like, he's been brought up every single year since he left, to be quite honest. And who doesn't love OBJ? I mean, I don't even know about you guys, but, like, OBJ was electric, bro. I mean, I haven't seen a wide receiver like that, not even just skill-wise, just like Odell Beckham Jr. Since really Odell Beckham Jr., to be honest. And I don't know. I mean, it's always a story to, if they want to go get him for vet minimum, bring him back, go for it. I don't even know if he makes the team through training camp. He can for sure. It's just a bunch of noise. It doesn't affect nobody at the end of the day. They sign him. He's not going to produce. If they don't sign him, I don't think anyone else signs him either.
Right.
So not to like
Malik Neighbors campaigning for him. We got a
spot.
We got a spot for you, bro.
I don't want to sound like depressing, but like it doesn't really matter, bro. It's the same conversation every year. Now the story would be nice, like Odell's back. We actually have young guys, a decent roster. Let's get excited. But then a few weeks into the season, everyone will figure out like it's not the same guy, unfortunately.
Not the same guy.
But he might. You know how like NFL players, they're washed up, but they come back and they have that one game earlier in the year. Yeah. I'm down for that though. I can't lie.
It's like when somebody about to die on a deathbed, and then they have that one day where they just walking around, they feel great. Then the next thing they're gone. Same thing.
It happens every time. But I'll take that though. I'll take one Odell game. Why not?
I'll take one Odell game.
I think he could come back and have an impact like Cooper Kupp did last season.
Hell no.
I don't think so.
Cooper Kupp only had 500 yards last season.
Huh?
Cooper Kupp only had 500 yards last season.
Hell no.
Odell didn't play last season.
Odell ain't played in like 3 years.
500 yards because you got the guy to replace Wan'Dale Robinson. So it'll be Malik Neighbors.
Man, hell. You said OBJ gonna replace Wan'Dale?
No. There's a guy already for replacement for Wan'Dale. So it's gonna be Malik Neighbors.
They got Mooney, they got Neighbors, they have Austin, and then they got the tight ends, Likely and Johnson.
He can get 3 catches a game.
Good pickup.
That's what he's gonna be there for. 3 catches a game.
Nah, I think you're shooting too high there. Being honest.
But hey, man.
I say 4 targets.
The last time we see him on the NFL field, he ain't have.
And I think he's still suspended for 6 months.
He ain't have no ankles, bro.
His injuries screwed him.
Yeah, like, his whole lower body is cooked, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know,
but
man.
It would be a hell of a story, though.
It'll be a good story.
I think everybody, like NFL fans, would want to see like one last time. Now, do you even want Odell to play on that MetLife turf again, though? Like,
so you saying the turf is bad luck too?
Nah, I don't believe in that. But
well, you said it, Joe. Don't you open up them bag of worms and then try to put it back? Now, what you be talking about here, Joe? Are you trying to tell us that you know that field is killing people out there, killing careers?
I don't want to go off on a tangent, but if you look at it, ignorant, Jets players have been chilling on that turf. It's just the Giants players that get injured. So
that's the wrong answer. Aaron Rodgers got injured on that turf. That's the wrong answer.
That's the only exception.
No, it's one of them defensive players got injured too, but I can't think of who it is right now. I think it's that.
Go look at the list. Go look at the list. It's straight Giants players.
Or whoever played the Giants. That too.
That's it.
Maybe y'all are just bad luck.
Probably.
You just catching probably. Joe, I think y'all got some hope on the way, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I look
Don't you
at
say that.
I look at the New York Giants.
If you say that, then Dakota lose to him twice this year. Don't you say that?
Hey, man, every dog has his day. A dead clock is right twice a day. You know what I'm saying? As Forehead Smith says. Okay?
Well, you know how it is. Like, once the draft ends, we get towards, like, training camp and stuff, the hope rises.
Yeah.
I keep it calm until then, and then I can't control myself once we start to get closer.
Y'all gonna have Sony Styles or
season,
AJ
like,
or Caleb Downs coming into that building. Y'all gonna be losing y'all fucking mind. We're the best team in the division again. Y'all gonna be on that timing.
I'll be on the show saying that shit too.
I like Humble Giants though. Humble Giants is fun. Humble Giants fun. I went to New York for House of Highlights, and I met some Giants fans. They was on their way to a Cowboys game, man. And that was so humble. They was like, we know we trash, but y'all trash too. It was so great. It was so great. I was like, you know what?
Humble or is that defeated?
Like, it's defeated.
Which one is it?
It's both. I think it's a little bit of both.
Because like, don't let a Giants fan win 3 in a row. Because then
Don't let them beat the Eagles on the Thursday night.
Yeah, y'all gonna be bing bong.
Don't let them beat the Eagles on the Thursday night.
Yeah, I should have known how easy it was to beat the Eagles. Man.
Yeah, y'all are back. But who won the division? The Kings.
Oh my god!
And lost
Y'all won by default.
We own the division.
It's like a weekly division title show, bro.
No, for real. This man, that's how. But this is good because that's representative of Eagles fans. That's how they really act. So I'm glad he's doing that. That's how they really act, bro.
Do y'all understand how long I've been an Eagles fan and what I've been through?
Okay, before I was born.
And that's why y'all can't act right.
Barely win. Are you serious?
That's why y'all don't know how to act when y'all do win something.
That's because y'all were born into championships. It took me a long time to get mine. I had to go through a lot of BS. Okay?
Thank you. I'm glad you know. I'm glad you know. We were born into royalty.
Okay?
We were born into being America's team. We were born into being the greatest sports franchise in the world.
I ain't gonna lie, the dynasty ended when I was born, like 7 years before I was born, though. So
I was born into it, damn it.
Yeah, you were born.
Yeah. Y'all got me fit. That's why I refuse to sit here and walk around.
Was just defense, and we hope Randall Cunningham come back and do something sparking. And then we got a spark of Ricky Waters. That was the 90s for us, okay?
Hey, man.
That was it.
Y'all got to play villain to us a couple times. That was probably when y'all was most relevant.
A couple times we beat y'all, and we thought
got
we
to play
won the
be the
Super Bowl.
villain.
We was acting like Giants fans act when they beat us. We was acting just like that.
I'm glad you know.
Most memorable games.
I'm glad you know, man.
And all that.
The Giants whoop your ass, and I'm not even gonna lie. The Giants went through a lot of injuries after that game. The Giants had a good team at that point.
They did.
You know it. They whooped your ass on Thursday Night Football.
Y'all were injured.
No, they did whoop y'all ass though.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, Cam Scatterbo get injured. That to me, you know, Joe's brother getting injured really changed the whole trajectory of the Giants season, in my opinion. Like,
no, once he went down, it was over because he's a running back, so it's people don't look at it as crazy as it was, but he was really
he was the tone setter.
He was affecting that team like everywhere, passing game, running game, obviously, and just the energy itself.
He was a tone setter, bro. Yeah. He do go with their head butting the damn wall as he walking out the tunnel. Like,
honestly,
he tone set.
His energy reminds me of Jeremy Shockey.
I like that.
His energy reminds me of.
I like that. It is a very similar.
And then that just type of injury is just killer too. Like a hamstring is different than absolutely snapping your leg in Philly. But about Odell though, just to wrap that up. Mm-hmm. I kind of do want it the more I think about it. Just for that one game in the beginning of the season.
He said I kind of do want it. Just for good old Tom's sake.
Yeah, just one more time.
I would love it.
I want somebody to draft him in fantasy and skip over somebody I want. That's why I want
somebody to draft him in fantasy. I'm sleeping. Yeah. That would be beautiful. That would be beautiful to see Odell Beckham back out there on that field because I know we wouldn't have to worry about him.
But don't forget now, he does have a 6-game suspension. Now, maybe they waived it because he didn't play last year, or I don't know.
Nah, he needs to serve that.
Oh, what if that's the case?
Because didn't he get it for PEDs? Didn't he get it for performance enhancing drugs or something?
Yeah, for the PEDs.
See, he on PEDs and his little body cooked, man. Odell is done. Odell done, bro. This ain't nothing but this man, he on shows talking about money problems and shit. Odell trying to pay some bills. He trying to get some mortgages paid. That's what he
I
trying
would
to
be
do.
on. If I don't want to pay the IRS, I would be on more money.
So you broke too?
Yes. As a matter of fact, if we speaking, I'm broke now.
He said I'm broke now.
So let y'all know.
Not for real, y'all. Yeah, IRS. I make good money, but I had to invest it all back into my business.
I'll listen. You didn't talk too much on that last show. I think you need to go back to
All back on my business. Nah, bro, I'm good. Oh no.
I think
my
not to
taxes
interrupt.
buttoned up. I am a law-abiding citizen. My taxes buttoned up.
Not to interrupt, but I think the suspension's like done. Because technically, I think they let him serve it throughout last year.
Okay, cool. That's good then. Then I think y'all should sign him, get him in training camp, get him back together, let him go out there and make them training camp highlights so everybody.
Flag football highlights, training camp highlights. I'm down for it all. Down for it all.
Right, and I just need 2 dummies in my fantasy football league to draft him higher than we supposed to be drafted. That's it.
Somebody would do that too. I'm in agreement. Let's get Odell.
Yeah.
All right, man, whatever.
Anyway,
Y'all have fun with that, littles. Anyways, let's move to the next team in the division. We got the Washington Commanders. Now let's get to the next team in the division. We got the Dallas Cowboys. Now, for real though, there's nothing going on in the Commanders' lane. They just signed a bunch of veteran minimum type dudes, y'all.
I just want them to get a new stadium. That's it.
I mean, we could talk about Jaden Daniels having a reputation as a mama's boy. Y'all want to talk about that?
That ain't nothing. I'm not mad at him being a mama's boy.
Hey, it is what it is. If you love your mom, you love your mom. Man.
You love your mom. That's it. I ain't mad at that. Keep being a mama's boy.
Yeah, there you go. Commanders. That's what y'all most notable for. Anywho, Cowboys. We got some talk going on. We got some conversation. Steven came out and the reporters tried to ask him about GP, and he let they ass know, hey, man, look, going forward, we're not talking about contract negotiations anymore with y'all asses.
Uh-oh.
And I know what the Eagles fan is going to try to jump to. He's going to try to incite panic and anxiety. But I think that as a Cowboys fan, that was music to my ears.
It is.
That was music to my freaking ears, bro. Because if Jerry is going along with that line of thinking, if he's going with those marching orders, and these boys are really going to stop giving the media, the environment, the public, so much ammo to manufacture drama around the team, man. If they going to stop doing that, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Now, you probably about to go to, oh, that means something's going wrong. That's where you going?
All I know is I smell smoke. And usually when you smell smoke,
I think that's probably barbecue.
nobody barbecuing here in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Nobody barbecuing here in Philadelphia.
Hey, man.
I smell smoke.
What kind of smoke you smelling?
I'll let you know when it's fire.
Nah, what kind of smoke you smell? You can't be told you smell. I need to know what smoke you smell.
I want you to hit that shit your bitch ass up fire. Then as soon as all that shit happens, then that'd be right on point. All right? That's all I want you to do.
No, ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing going on. Joe, is this nothing or something?
Contract issue in Cowboy land. Always.
Ignore, I think we got to ask the right questions here, though, to AJ and AOC. Like,
okay.
I wouldn't even be worried about, I would be worried about the smoke that Ignore is talking about, but contract would be close to JSN, like $40 million.
I don't think so.
No,
Either.
I think so because
That's
he got
what they're reporting, man.
first team up. They both was all
That's not how
pro.
it worked, y'all. That's not how it worked.
Well, he was second team all pro, but JSN was offensive player of the year.
Third
Bro,
in receiving yards last year?
George Pickens' numbers are that of Cortland Sutton's. Just because you have one standout year does not mean you get jumped to the front of the line and now you get to get paid all the monies in the world, bro. That's not how that works. If you look at JSN's actual contract, and you break it down, because how they reported it, and Adam Schefter been doing this all summer long or all offseason long. And that's why people been talking about, they should just stop reporting these contract numbers because they capping. He has 2+ years baked into that. If you really look at it, it's $34.5 million, bro. It's $34.5 million per year. Because he still got his 5th-year option year, and he still got his last he still his 4th year on his rookie deal. He got to play on. So yes, he got that. But that money is so spread out that he's really not getting the number that is being shown. And even if he was, he won a Super Bowl. He's Offensive Player of the Year. He's first team All-Pro. He led the league in down there every receiving category. He's been Seattle's number one to the point to where they moved off of DK and Tyler Lockett for him. He was going to get paid that, bro. George Pickens is not in the same tier as JSN. I know he had a great year, and I love my YN Shiesty. I do. I love my NFL young boy. I do. But he's not there. And what y'all are trying to do is y'all trying to incite panic, and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. He's not there. That's not how contracts work, bro. That's not how it works.
Right now is just under 31 mil a year.
What?
For George Pickens, if he was signed a 4 to 5 year deal, it'd be 4 year 121.7 or 5 153.7.
Yeah, that's fine. We got that. Jerry already said we got that money.
Why would I sign
You got that for a wide receiver too?
Yeah, we got it.
Why would I sign that? And the guy
Jerry already said we got that money. That's part of the reason why we got rid of Big Head. What you say?
Got all that money.
Huh?
Why would I sign that? And the guy from the Colts got all that money.
Who? Alec Pierce?
That's more.
That's more. He just said more than Alec Pierce.
You're not listening. Alec Pierce is a number 3 wide receiver. He had his first 1,000-yard season.
Right.
I got 2 1,000-yard seasons in me. I've been all pro.
You have.
You
Hold on.
Like
you can't only bring when you go into negotiations. That's not how it works. You can't only bring positives. You can't only bring the positives to the table. You also have 2 years prior to that. If you continued that same trajectory, you would have been bouncing from team to team to team and end up being out of the league in the next 4 or 5 seasons.
You talk about ifs. Can't talk about
no,
ifs.
that's not ifs. That's like what he actually put up. George Pickens didn't. No one looked at GP like this until he played with Dak. Let's not confuse this fact now. Let's not confuse this fact. GP was not considered nowhere near a top 10 receiver before he got to Dallas.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true. That's true.
So okay. Now, just because you have a top 10 year when you get with an all-pro MVP runner-up quarterback that also has made another receiver have 1,800 yards before, has also helped guys like Cedric Wilson and other boys get paid, and then when they leave Cowboys, they end up out the league because their quarterback's elevating them. This is facts. This ain't feelings. You can't come to the table and be like, give me JSN money when you haven't had JSN's career. You haven't had it yet.
I was saying more like 38. 39.
No, he's not even getting that. He's not getting that.
He's getting more than what I'm insinuating.
I'm telling you, he's gonna get the CD contract.
Annually.
He's gonna get just below CD, a little bit more than DK. DK got 33. He gonna get more than DK.
DK got 33.
He gonna get more than DK.
He gonna get more than CD.
He gonna get more than and if he does, it may be $500,000, but I doubt he does. He does. And guess what? If they try, guess what the franchise tag number is this year? $28 million, a little bit under that actually. Guess what it is next season? $31 million. So guess what? We have 2 years of control over Buddy at market price, regardless of what you want.
So if I'm not mistaken, I want y'all to help me out.
Mm-hmm.
Does he has the same agent as Micah Parsons?
What's your point? We also have signed. We signed another player. No, he does. He does. But
he got signed top money.
That very same agent. You know, we worked out deals with some of his other clients that's on our team, right?
I know that.
I think Malik Hooker. Ain't Malik Hooker with him?
They got paid top money, didn't they?
No, they didn't. Ain't Malik Hooker with? No, they didn't, bro.
David Mulageta, bro. The offensive lineman y'all signed.
No, David. He ain't that dude don't work with David Mulageta. He don't work with David Mulageta. And Tyler Smith was supposed to get paid top money. He's one of the top 3 left guards in the NFL.
David Mulageta's I thought that was his client.
No, so he has Trevon Smith and David Mulageta. Trevon Smith is his primary counsel. David Mulageta is essentially like the sensei, overseeing the shit for Trevon Smith to make sure he cool, essentially, right? Okay. So he has representation from athletes first. Now, as much as I feel like David Mulageta poisoned Micah last offseason, I also feel like Micah was just as impressionable. Just based off the information I know. I ain't going to talk about it. I'm just saying. I feel like he's also a little bit impressionable, and his head got a little bit too caught up in you know, just trying to, I don't know, man, trying to be the main character with the Cowboys and Jerry negotiations, just doing too much. David Mulageta's still a professional. The dude represents mid-tier clients, bottom-tier clients, and top-tier clients. He doesn't go out and try to break records with every single dude. Now, when he has a guy like Micah, he does try to break records. He does. George Pickens, that dude is smart enough to know that the most he can probably get is like an Alec Pierce plus deal right now. A $31 million deal right now for GP.
What's the most you both give him? Like,
I would give him
CD's
CD's contract. I would copy and paste CD's contract, but here you go. Because they can afford it. They can afford it very easily.
Gotcha.
He getting paid more than CD.
And Joe, I'm looking at it as this too, because people start thinking about salary cap. Man, we got a 3 or 4 year window with Dak.
Yeah.
After that 3 or 4 year window, and everyone's contracts that they've signed up to this point, it lines up with that window. So after that 3 or 4 year window, everyone comes off the books.
You ain't got no 3 or 4 year window. Y'all don't make the playoffs this year. Dakota Prescott, who I like a lot.
Look at this dude.
CD's at 34, AAB.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Who's
so
wide receiver 3?
Yeah, I see GP at 333.5, right above DK at 33. Put him right between CD and DK. I think he happy, bro.
Which one did you lose this offseason, Tolbert or Turpin?
Tolbert.
No, they ain't gonna lose Turpin.
Peace
So
out.
is like Turpin wide receiver 3 as
I
right
hope
now?
not.
Oh, no.
I hope not. He better.
Oh, Flanoy. Yeah, I forgot about Flanoy.
Turpin can catch.
You said what?
Turpin can catch. He got a little fumble problem.
Who,
but he can
Tolbert
catch.
or Turpin?
Turpin.
Oh, Turpin.
And they have Javonte on a decent deal too, right?
Yeah.
Yes, they had him on they had him on essentially like $5 or $6 million per year.
Yeah.
And he had a top 5 running back season. That's my point.
Yeah.
See, that goes to my point too. Javonte
Yes, he
had a
did.
top 5 year.
Yeah,
he
he
didn't get
wasn't
paid
all pro, though.
28. He didn't get paid 18, 20 million.
He wasn't all pro. That's why.
With this roster, I would assume you guys have
you on another level. All right. You on another level, and you knew as soon as he went all pro, you said this, and you start biting your
This
fingernails like, I'll be
No,
there.
I
This
didn't.
is what
I've
happens
already crunched these numbers. Ain't nothing you saying gonna make me nervous. What'd you say, Joe?
when there's smoke.
I was gonna say with this roster, you probably say have a 2-3 year window
Nah,
of like
it's about-
championship window.
No,
it's
they
Dak's
don't.
contract. It's Dak's contract,
Joe,
bro.
Joe, stop.
Why
giving
even?
him-
I was gonna say why even think about signing Pickens long term, and why don't you just give him, like you mentioned before, tag twice?
Tag him twice,
Tag
and
twice,
that's a
and then-
possibility. That honestly is a if we have
Unless he like sits out, but
if GP has to play, and he's not, because you
Right.
made $6 million over the course of your first 4 years, you're going to miss out on $28 million in one
Huge
season.
upgrade. Mhm. Right.
No, you're not.
No, you should be. When you know a team will give you 40.
That's not how that
Who?
works, bro.
Who?
That's not how.
Because
That,
someone could have by now.
somebody
tried
could have
to.
offered that by now.
Somebody. can
He's
give
on
you
a
40.
non-exclusive. Somebody could have offered that.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he don't want to go to them. Maybe he's been.
Hey, ignorant trying so hard. You worry about the wrong receiver, man. I'm
I
telling you,
smell-
you need to be worried about your receiver room, ignorant.
I know what my receiver room look like.
Yeah.
I
And
smell
Shawty said we about
smoke.
to make another move. So y'all already said we had the best offseason. Shawty said we about to make another move, y'all. Where he alluding to a linebacker move. And smoke is, and I'm gonna throw this on this show. Smoke is from the Miami Herald, Omar
Here we
Kelly. Omar Kelly, the Miami Herald, the Cowboys are one of the teams that have called about Jordan Brooks, the all-pro linebacker.
yeah, I mean Colin's good.
Does that make you nervous, ignorant?
No.
Does that make you nervous, Joe? It should. It should make y'all nervous.
No.
Because we done fixed all we need is our defense to be like a number 15, 16. We need an average defense.
Well,
Quite frankly.
For real.
yeah, well, I think that's what you guys think, and like AJ and I think we had like when we were doing the show earlier this year, like I don't really care what type of defense you have, as long as it's not top 2 in the NFL. I don't believe in Dak to win you anything anyway. But Jordan move would be nice.
All the time he start hating on somebody else.
Ooh, we got some
Hey,
serious Dak
hey,
hate
hey,
coming out
hey,
this John.
Like
Okay?
I give the respect. Like I don't want to go on a tangent again.
No, go on a
I think AJ Capers and I got into it one time, but he's a really good regular season quarterback.
What does that mean?
He ain't gonna win you nothing in the big moments.
That means postseason.
He-
He don't
he's-
show up.
Yeah, it's true.
How he don't show up in the postseason?
He hasn't won you nothing. He crumbles in the big moments every time. And
How's he
you
Got
gonna
guys-
two- now,
Show
now,
me-
now,
show
now,
me
Show me
now,
where. Show me where, and make sure you give full context.
He got.
Yeah, I
three
can give
postseasons.
you full context. Number one,
Mm-hmm.
you got to slide earlier than that. Dak against the Niners. That's fully on Dak. Every Cowboys fan like to deflect.
Hold on. What was
it was this?
Well,
it
okay.
was the
Let
coach's
Joe. Let's play
fault.
this
It was
game.
the
No.
defense
Let's play
fault.
this game, Joe, because this is ridiculous.
it.
This is ridiculous. Let's
No,
play this
yeah.
game. What would have
I
been the,
should've
what,
said
would-
drinks.
what- how much time would have been on the clock, and where were they on the field, and what would they have had to do to win that game, even if he got down with a second left and they got a timeout?
30-yard touchdown pass, but guess what? They were moving that
A
ball.
30-yard touchdown pass
All
with no
quarter long,
second.
they were moving
Come
that
on,
ball.
bruh. So he crumbled because he was able to drag that team to the point that where they was anyway, because CD was bracketed. They had no run game.
They made
The
mental
defense
mistakes like
was
that.
not creating any type of turnovers. There was just essentially a stalemate chess match. And Dak was out there by himself with an offensive line that was getting his ass blasted the whole
See,
game.
ignorant what I say. They like to blame someone else other
It
than
ain't-
every
it ain't
single
blaming.
time.
Hold on,
We watched tape.
Hold on, Joe.
We watched
Joe, hold on,
tape.
Joe.
We
That's
watched
one game,
tape.
Joe. That's one game. We got more.
We
got
watched.
more.
I
Oh, no,
can
y'all don't
bring up
have
more.
more. Y'all don't have.
can
There's
bring
not
up
a.
more.
There's not a single other Cowboys playoff game. That Green Bay Packers game. If y'all
That's a
want to count
defense.
that man, everybody was ass.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's true.
The
That's true.
coaches, the
But he threw a pick
players,
six.
everybody
Yeah, that
was
pick
ass.
six wasn't good.
Green Bay was. You said who?
He was forcing shit though, too. He had
Who?
to.
Yeah, he had to. It was that the defense was giving up
Oh, you have
14
to
points
go-
every
so
drive.
wait a minute,
The defense was giving
wait
up
a minute.
14 points
Wait
a
a minute. Time
drive.
out. Flag on the play. Where's my flag? You have to throw pick sixes now.
Hold on.
Oh my gosh,
No,
that's
you
not what
have
you're
to
saying.
force something if your defense can't stop the other team and you are getting run out the
Not
building.
defense that was considered
Ignorant.
top 5.
If
that
you're
year,
getting
right?
run out the building and your defense can't stop the other team, you can't afford to just keep coming off the field, playing safe, getting 3 and outs. At some point, you got to press the issue and be like, I'm about to try to fit some of these balls in here because we can't come off the field because the game over anyways.
Right.
But wasn't that defense top 5?
Huh? And top 5 in what? Top 5 in what?
That defense wasn't top 5?
Top 5 in what?
When y'all was number 2
No,
in the
a very
NFC.
specific metric, and what was it?
Turnovers.
Turnovers.
I'm just asking a question.
And what did they do in that game? Not no turnovers.
Hold
They
on,
were
hold
they were
on.
one of
Who
the
was
worst.
rating of the defense?
They were one of the worst rushing defenses in the league that year, bro. Still,
Again, what was the rating of the defense?
one of the worst. You're only looking at turnovers. They were one of the worst rushing defenses in the league that year.
Y'all were number 2 in the NFC.
What?
Y'all
Number
were
2 is
in
what?
the NFC.
He making up stats, AJ. Number 2 at what?
Y'all were number 2 in
Don't
Y'all
look
lost to a
at
number 7 seed, the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, you talking about?
He talking about the
seeds?
seeds.
Yeah, I said in the NFC. Y'all were number 2 in the NFC.
He talking about stats though. He don't mean that ignorant. He talking
What
about
seed?
I'm
Where
sorry.
what seed were y'all? What
I'm
seed?
sorry for not
What
saying
seed were
this.
y'all this year?
We were this year.
Shut your bitch ass up. Exactly. Shut your bitch ass up. Shut your bitch. Exactly. Man, shut your up. Exactly. Ignorant. Exactly.
Here's the thing. When we were the number 2 seed in NFC seeding, we won the Super Bowl.
See, Joe, here we go back to this thing.
Yeah, I want
Hold
to go back into what I was talking about.
I'm just saying. We also played Green Bay in the first round.
Had all that conversation just to bring
Yo,
it back
this
to
is
me.
hilarious, bro. This dynamic is
I'll stop bringing it back to me. Back to Dakota Prescott. I'm sorry.
No, we ain't debating about
The
that. That's what we
bottom
not
line
doing.
is-
Dak is a proven man in this bitch. That's what we not doing.
He's a proven
That
man.
he proven. He proven. He proven. If he was on the
Dak-
Niners, I bet you the
Look.
Niners would have won each championship they went to.
Dak
If
is
he was
2-5
quarterbacking
in
them
the
teams.
playoffs.
Look,
Dak
I
is-
guarantee you. I guarantee you.
What about the other Niners game?
Hell, that's why they was talking about the Giants trying to trade for Dak before he got his contract.
Okay.
Dak
what
is-
about
I remember
the
them
other
rumors. Don't you remember them graphics, AJ? Dak in the
Don't-
Giants jersey. I
Don't
remember
deflect
those.
it. Don't deflect it. Dak
I
is
remember
2-5
Dak in the Giants
playoffs.
jersey.
in the day, ain't he? Wow.
He's 2-5 in the playoffs, and in those
Yeah,
7
so,
games,
and-
he's
yep,
thrown
yep.
in it.
Wins
He's
are
thrown
a
at
team
least
stat.
one
Wins are a
interception
team
in 5
stat.
out of
Yes.
7 games, and multiple interceptions in 2 of those games.
Yep.
So
Two
5 out
of the
7
7.
games,
Oh, multiple
he's thrown
interceptions
picks.
in 2 of the 7
Hey,
games
hold on.
against the top defense in the NFL.
2-5 in the
Oh,
playoffs.
Against the top defense in the now the Niners were actually
playoff wins.
now the Niners were actually a top 2 or 3 unit in all phases.
Yeah.
Each of those years we played them. By the way.
And they never won anything.
By the way. Who?
They
the
went to
Niners.
championship.
They went to the Super Bowl twice.
Did they win?
They went to
Yeah,
the matter of
they
fact,
got
one of the
there.
years they put
They
us
got
out,
there.
they went to the Super Bowl.
They got
Did they win?
Patrick Mahomes, I'm sorry, man. I get you right. You right.
There's only
All
certain
time
people
great
that beat Patrick
quarterback
Mahomes.
beat them. You right. By the way, with last minute touchdowns and shit too. By the way, it's not like they went to Super Bowl and went competitive.
You also let off with what else was he supposed to do? Throw a 30-yard touchdown? Yeah, isn't that better than you want to have one more play, right?
That's ridiculous to sit there and act like that.
I don't blame every
situation that game was in.
Dak, but most of them.
I'm about to say no. You can't even blame. If you really go look at the numbers, if you go and look at the numbers, there's no way any quarterback in the NFL. I'm gonna tell you right now, ignorant. Let's go to you first. If Jalen Hurts went to the playoff, hold on. If Jalen Hurts ever had to play in the playoffs where his running game didn't get 50 yards combined and his offensive line gave up multiple sacks, if he ever had to play in a game like that and only had one weapon on the field to throw to, boy, y'all getting blown out by 80. Y'all getting blown out by 80, bro.
I'm gonna give you an answer. Can I give you an answer? We lost that game. I think it was 9-31 or something like that.
Okay. So my point is this. I'm not sitting here trying to make it seem like Dak is Joe Montana, but I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm talking football for real. Take my fanboy hat off. Talking football, bro. You can't expect any quarter. I don't care if Jackson Dart was to go into the playoffs and had a stink and lost or whatever, and his running backs didn't give him nothing, 50 yards combined. Malik Neighbors is hurt, and all he throwing to is fucking Darnell Mooney or somebody like that. I wouldn't say, and he getting on his ass every other play. He getting pressured and hit every other play. No way I'm blaming that on the quarterback. And that's my only point is you can't look at any quarterback. You can't look at any quarterback and say that they're going to succeed in a situation where they themselves almost equal the damn rush game.
All right, well, let me ask you a question. Can I ask this question? Are you telling me y'all haven't won a playoff game since Tom Brady's been in the league?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. We only made the playoffs once since then.
Right. 3 years ago.
Yeah, nigga, we done had some bad seasons, brother. We done had a couple bad seasons. We only made the playoffs once since then.
What's your point?
Yeah, what's your point?
This is it for Dak. This is a desperate time for Dallas. Right?
Nigga, Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl and y'all coach literally had to come out and say he's our starter.
Yeah, this is their
so don't talk about nothing about no Dak, man. Your dude won a Super Bowl and he's so ass that your organization still have to convince people that he's the starter.
That's cool.
No. Answer to that. Why is that going on, ignorant? Why is that happening? Why is that happening?
Well, you want to know the real reason why it's happening?
No, yeah, why is it happening?
Because he's a black quarterback in
Philadelphia.
Oh, come on. Not the race talk. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
I'm being honest with you. Have you heard? Let me give y'all answers. Have you ever heard that about Carson Wentz? He was in the QB controversy. Have you ever heard about Carson Wentz?
He lost his job though.
But have you ever heard that he was not that he had to announce him the starter?
He literally was an MVP candidate, and then the next season he lost his job.
So was Jalen Hurts.
He lost his job the next season after he was an MVP candidate. So that argument do not work.
Carson Wentz. Have you ever heard about Sammy Two Sleeves?
Who?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Have you ever? I'm gonna name all these white quarterbacks. Have you ever heard about any of them?
Man, Jalen Hurts sucks. Ignorant. Jalen Hurts is trash. He's a very average quarterback.
Let me bring you back.
Jalen Hurts is Geno Smith. Jalen Hurts is Geno Smith.
I'm not gonna bring this on Jalen Hurts. I'm just gonna tell you about Philadelphia. All right. I'm not gonna bring this on Jalen Hurts. When Donovan McNabb was running things, they had an issue with him. Randall Cunningham
because he was a dickhead. His own teammate, T.O. didn't even like Donovan McNabb.
Running things for that short period of time. They had an issue with him. I'm telling you about a black quarterback in Philadelphia. That's all I'm telling you. You notice.
Hold on. You think it's bad in Philadelphia? What you think about Dak being the first franchise black quarterback in Dallas, Texas, fool? What you talking about?
Why you think I like
you don't think that? You don't think that's more pressure than what you talking about in Philly?
I'm just telling you
in Texas.
In Texas.
In Texas.
Where most of our fan base walk around with Cowboy spurs on the back of their boots.
I can't tell you about whose pressures more. All I'm telling you about
it's clear who pressures more.
All right. Jalen Hurts has taken us to 2 Super Bowls. Nick Foles is the only one with a statue.
Nah, he ain't take y'all to 2 Super Bowls. Jalen Hurts rode along a ride for 2 Super Bowls.
Well, like I said, Nick Foles is the only statue that's out there. Just want you to know that, okay? Yeah. I'm not making this up.
Because he's better than Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Because Nick Foles is better than Hurts.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you say that.
Either way, man, y'all ignorant, man. And I guess
we just got to be honest about Dak's playoff performances.
He's had a couple of bad games like most top quarterbacks have had, but he's also had more games where his team has let him down. Either his coaching staff because he had Jason Garrett the clapper or Mike McCarthy with his barnyard schemes out there, or his defense giving up 40 or 50 points. Or his running backs only getting 30 or 40 yards combined between two of these guys. Or his offensive line giving up 5 or 6 sacks and 20 pressures. Or Jerry being a cheap old bastard and before his ass woke up the last year or two. Dak other target was Michael Gallup. He ain't even in the league.
After injury, right, exactly.
Y'all love Michael Gallup.
Who was y'all?
That's why. Then see, Joe, then sometimes when they say something like that, I wish I could hit the button and go back in time just to see how much they really like my guy. I really wish
not all Cowboys fans are the same.
I'm about to say not all Cowboys. Thank you, AJ. Go ahead, AJ. AJ, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Come on, man. No, that's what I'm saying too. Like we don't all think the same. You're gonna say something about who we play after Tampa ignorant. Yeah. We played the 49ers, but that game was close too. I mean,
I think they put up
one when Ezekiel Elliott was the center.
Yeah.
I think ignorant. They put up.
Is that the one that y'all said Kellen Moore was not a good play caller after that?
Yeah, they put up 12 points
all he was doing was
game.
running stick routes and comebacks. Yes,
they put up 12 points in that game.
Yeah,
they let up 19.
Yes, the same year that all year long we had all been complaining about. Oh my God, the only way we have explosive plays is if Dak is breaking out the pocket or these boys playing off schedule. If we're playing on scheme and on time, these dudes ain't doing nothing but running comebacks and hitches.
Yep.
That's what they was doing, bro.
I'm done with it. Obviously, I just want to ask one simple question.
I'll bring it back.
I just want an easy answer here. Like,
okay, I'm gonna give you easy.
And is it not fair?
Mm-hmm.
If you're 2-5 in the playoffs as a quarterback, that's a pretty good sample size.
It's 10 years. That's long enough. It's pretty good.
It's gonna fall on the quarterback every single time until he proves otherwise.
Only for casual fans. I'm not a casual fan. I'm a football connoisseur, bro. I don't subscribe to like low hanging fruit casual fan takes. I don't look at football from a surface level. I understand the intricacies of the X's and O's and the systems in place, how each unit affects the other unit. I understand schemes. I understand game plans. I understand all of that stuff. So I don't just look at the game like that. Now, maybe fans that just look at it from base level, they would agree with you. I don't look at the game like that. Now, I've had shows where I've been in my car punching the steering wheel because Dak had it was a bad game he had last year. I think I made a show like that. So I'm not somebody that's not going to say Dak is just immune from criticism. But I'm also not about to sit here and act like I didn't see all the issues and didn't see all the issues wrong with that team, not only during the season, but before the season. And I'm not going to also allow people to ignore that y'all sit here and talk about how bad the owner is, how bad he is at putting the team up together, how bad our coaches were, how bad the scheme looked, how bad the defense was. All the stuff y'all clowned us for, it all was a part of the reasons why this team failed. Was Dak? Right. Did he play no part at all? Did he make a mistake here? It was like, damn, Dak, we were down only 20. Maybe if we scored right here, we could at least had a chance. Now we don't have a chance. Has he turned the ball over in a situation like that? Yeah. But has Dak Prescott ever been the sole reason why we could not win a playoff game? Fuck no. Fuck no. And anybody that's paying attention and knows what they're looking at, they will say the same shit. Fuck no.
But let's also keep things above too. Teams that don't have Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, quarterbacks of the nature, they would love a Dak Prescott. So we're just
facts. And even shit, the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, what's his record?
Yeah, he's like 3-5.
Same shit. It's like 3-6. I think his shit like 3-5 or so. 3-5, 3-6. He's same shit. Same shit.
But
Josh Allen is 500. Josh Allen is 500. You know why quarterback records in the playoffs don't actually make sense? Because more times than not, what a quarterback's record is going to look like is either it's going to be 500. Just based off of simple math, you win a game and you lose because you didn't win the championship, right? So you lost. So you win a game, you lose. So it's either going to be 500 or it's going to be worse than 500 unless you've won a Super Bowl. If you won a Super Bowl, then you're going to have a good record. It's just that simple. That's simple math, bro. It's simple math.
I'd love to break this down on another episode.
We can.
Oh, we will. We're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it back.
Run it.
Don't worry about it.
I'm about to say, ain't nobody dodging no smoke.
Okay.
I done made a career off of dismissing these notions. Ain't nobody dodging that smoke. And now I know you on that time, and I can come with my facts to support me.
No, hell yeah.
You need the facts.
Yeah, it would actually be a good episode.
Yeah. I'll come some analytics and research for your ass.
Yeah.
And some actual empirical data. But either way, good conversation, fellas. Good conversation. This was the NFC East roundtable. Now, I was being very, very cordial in the beginning, but y'all been hating today. So we got Joe de Blasio from the New York Littles, the stankiest city in the New York in the United States. I really went to New York, and that shit stank up there, bro. I'm dead at. As someone that's from Texas, or it was lived most of my life in Texas with all this open air and everything, boy, going to New York was a culture shock because it was like, yuck. It smelled like garbage out here. Oh my God. There's rats the size of fucking cats on the sidewalk. Like, that shit is not cool.
Did you get on the sub?
Hell no. I was in like downtown New York.
No, you got to take the full experience.
No.
You gotta get on the sub.
No, you don't.
You gotta miss your stop.
I was walking around in the middle of the night. I walked around in the middle of the night and stuff, and I was like, damn, this is really the city that don't sleep, because like it was like 2:00 in the morning, bro. When I tell you it was so bright outside that it looked like it was daytime. It was crazy, bro. I was like, holy shit. So yeah, New York stinks though. We got Ignorant Thinkers podcast from the trash pigeon dungeon itself.
When you come to Philly, let me know, all right?
Yeah, I got you. And then we got AJ Russ from the greatest franchise in all of North American sports, the Dallas Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
We out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe. Check out everyone's individual platforms. Ignorant Thinker Podcast. Joe de Blasio, shout your platform out real quick, my brother.
At Bring the Thunder Podcast, all socials.
There you go. Bring the Thunder Podcast. And we got AJ Russ at Swaggy Russ. See y'all on the next one.
Yes, sir.